I just think it's the most interesting thing there is. A good song can be touching, very illuminating, very powerful little gem story. I'm Jim Terr. I'm a songwriter, and I want to share with you in this series called Song and Story Weekly, which is actually going to be 4 times a week, the joy of songwriting. You know, I'm not sure many people think about it, but except songwriters, but we listen to songs all day, every day. We appreciate it. We're touched by them at best. And we don't think much about how they're written, or we don't think about writing them. And it's actually a fascinating craft. I aspire to write particularly country hits like Tom T. Hall and Bobby Braddock have consistently. That's kind of my brass ring. I want to share with you some songs I've written and recorded, some of which I think are pretty good, and I've had a little success, and give some background. I always think it's interesting with regard to anything, songs or movies or anything, to hear how it was put together, how the thought came about, what the considerations were. I just think songwriting is about the most fun you can have. And the rewards are great if you get a good hit country song cut by somebody else, in my case. For the first 31 episodes here, I'm just going to take 31 songs from this book that I wrote, actually way back in 1988. Called You Got to Be Stupid to Sing Country Music, and Other Unusual Song Lyrics by Jim Terr. I hope you'll enjoy this series. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to have a new song every day, background on the writing, the recording, whatever. And then on Saturday, particularly, I'll emphasize more the songwriting considerations, so that the Saturday installments could be used as a forum for thinking about your own songwriting or working on it as a group with your family. I think that'd be a great activity. So welcome, and let's get to it, and here we go. Well, hello, I'm wearing this sexy bathrobe in my sexy boudoir because today's song is one called He's Got a Bunny in Our Bed. And in case you're like under 40 or under 30 maybe, or whatever it would have to be, I may have to explain what this relates to. Bunny relates to Playboy Bunny, which used to be before the age of total pornography that we live in. The titillating images of half-naked ladies was provided by Hugh Hefner in his magazine called Playboy. And his clubs called Playboy Clubs, and they had waitresses called bunnies in little bunny outfits. This is all like, you know, ancient history, but maybe you don't know it. So that's what the song was. And it's a complaint by a woman that her boyfriend is distracted, her husband is distracted from her and from their loving by having images of bunnies in his head, which is not, you know, in other words, nothing. It's not real current problem, but I had to explain the bunny thing. And the song was sung by someone who used to be around Santa Fe. Her name was Sarah Rubenstein. I have no idea where she is now, but she was great, as you'll hear. I think she was great. And like a lot of people around Santa Fe, I don't recall that she was a full-time singer. I don't remember what she did. She may have worked at a radio station or something. And He's Got a Bunny in Our Bed. And it's like, that's an old, kind of an old tradition in country music, or a Loretta Lynn tradition of telling off the husband or boyfriend, because what are you thinking of and who are you chasing after and all that. A grand old tradition. Anyway, thank you for indulging me in my Playboy bathrobe. Oh, that reference is to Hugh Hefner, who used to hang around in his Playboy After Hours motif. I guess he still does, in a bathrobe. Thank you very much.
Never kicked him out of bed for eating saltine crackers, potato chips and ice cream. Yes, I've sat and ate them too. He's even had the dog up there sleeping at our feet, but I didn't care. But now we've got some company besides Carson on the tube. He's got a bunny in our bed. It's that Playboy magazine he read. I know she's only in his head, but he's got a bunny in our bed. I try my best to treat him right and give him all my loving, wear the things and say the things that used to turn him on. But tell me, how can I compare with someone who ain't even there? That perfect tennis got my man in a dream world of his own. He's got a bunny in our bed, he's making love to her instead. He's closing his eyes and I'm seeing red. He's got a bunny in our bed. I think I'm gonna tell that man, he better make his mind up. It's her or me, it's gotta be just one, it can't be both. If he thinks she's a perfect 10, I think he'd better look again. Who holds him in the night and then brings him scrambled eggs and toast. He's got a bunny in our bed. Yeah, he's got that Playboy in his head. If he don't wake up, he might wake up dead. He's got a bunny in our bed. Yeah, tell me, how can I compete with someone who's so soft and sweet, whose breath won't smell and will never tell him he ain't turning her on? He's got a bunny in our bed, and you better listen to what I said. If you don't watch out, he's gonna wind up dead. He's got a bunny in our bed. Yeah, he's got a bunny in our bed, and he's making love to her instead. He's closing his eyes and I'm seeing red. He's got a bunny in our bed.
Hey, this is me, remember? The one you married, your homecoming queen. I'm sorry I ain't no 38, 24, 36, but I'm what you got, honey. If you close your eyes again, you better be thinking about me. You're gonna be seeing stars, buddy. Wait a minute, what color are my eyes? This is a pop quiz. Now no looking, you just tell me.